Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? To throw, it's Jennings. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Mustangs will line up on 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. The pass rush gets home.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him in second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's still down. You better make up for it right here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. Quick juke to get free. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To throw, it's Jennings. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. 3rd down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. There's contact on the throw. He's got it right near the end zone. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? The sure hands. It's Concepcion. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Breaks into open space. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A play action, looking to throw. On the move now. Just trying to get rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He's got it with room to run. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Boy, a huge play here from Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Second down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
DAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. To throw, it's Jennings. Grab down the middle, it's Hudson. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Grab near the sticks. It's night. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A completion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Maryland. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Scanning the field. It's Jennings. Moves out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Knight. Tackled, but first down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Same tailback, another carry. Headed for the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking downfield, it's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's good.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Makes it look easy. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. We finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Scanning the field. It's Reed. On the move now. Escapes the pocket.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Bites off a defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming out. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, gets Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught! He's wide open, look out! That's good for 1st down yardage now at the 26.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14. This offense continues to roll. We've wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Caught by the receiver. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not bud.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Aggies. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Back to throw. It's Reed. Throws it to the right. Oh, he makes the catch. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks. More than enough for a first down. First and 10 now for the offense. Here comes a handoff.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield. There we go.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Takes the handoff again. Muscles past the defender. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Aggies line up with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Looking for 6. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown saving play.
Hey, Chris, let's give credit to this defense. Forced into the red zone, backs against the goal line, but they're fighting and breaking up what they can.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They'll feed the back again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
On the run here, lets it go. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Nice grab. It's Knight. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left. Finds his man. It's Maryland. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the Mustangs churn out another first down. Looking for some space. It's Harden. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he goes down after a big chunk play. The kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And here's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, SMU. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And they'll stop him after a short game.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete and trying to extend the play, but nobody open.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Catch made in space. Look out. Who's in the clear? At the 20, at the 10, and it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. Yep, momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
On the ground, it's hard. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
The Mustangs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. The receiver grabs it. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Looking deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their 1st interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. The pass is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, They've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
With a first down now at the 16, this offense has a lot more breathing room. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Chewing clock with the running game. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Stop right there at the line, no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Getting set. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. So early movement from the offense that'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Looking for his big tight end. And is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Crosses the touchdown, Aggies. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. And when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board.
And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
It's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies.